I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company. Everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
Many people think that there's nothing that can be done for their back and their neck pain, but in fact, there's a wide range of non-surgical treatment options for many different problems, and our goal is to get people to the right treatment as quickly as possible, and that's why we offer same-day appointments, because if you're in pain and you're limited, waiting a week, waiting 3 months for an appointment is unacceptable.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots and Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Them bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brew Pub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brew Pub, lots and lots of pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go,
Troy Olson.
And a very pleasant good evening to you here from the Duluth Heritage Sports Center in beautiful Duluth, Minnesota. Some junior varsity hockey action for you today as the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks make the trek down Highway 53 to take on the Duluth East Greyhounds, the precursor to our Friday night ice activities here in Duluth. Will Peterson on the call for a good one here as Grand Rapids comes down to town. Section 7 AA battle. Grand Rapids will be skating from left to right on your television screen for this period. Ryan Kerr starting in goal. Duluth East skating from right to left for this period. Ryan Jensen, number 41, in goal for them. Duluth East in their home whites with the red lettering and black trim. Grand Rapids, their away oranges with the black lettering and white trim. Puck has been dropped. We're underway as Kyle Peterson plays it back to his defenseman Kimber, who sends it down, retaken there by Lonson. And Grand Rapids now back in the neutral zone. Check that. It's kept in by Kimber. Now the Thunderhawks back. Lonson goes D-to-D for his partner Broberg behind, now intercepted. Here's a point-blank chance and a shot on rebound chance in front. And on the backhand, Balthazar couldn't send that one home. Now Balthazar working it behind Kerr. Still poking at it in there with Max Lonson, and now the Thunderhawks break it out, coming back the other way. Svato, stretch pass, tried to find Bymark. Icing is waved off. Grand Rapids forecheck will have a chance here. Centering look up the slot from Bymark, trying to find his defenseman, went off the side of the cage. Now the Thunderhawks back, full head of steam, working it to the backhand. Now pulling it back out that time is Peterson. And now he works it in the near side dot. Sent off the puck by Kellerman. Now Peterson will go off for a change as the Thunderhawks look to break it out. Svato's breaking it out to center, intercepted that time by Cochran. Now the Greyhounds back. Over the line on the near side. Here's Schaefer. Working on the backhand, upended that time by Kellerman. Now here's a look from the point, and a shot sent on there by Fladmark. Stick save made by Kerr, and it comes back up to the point for Duluth East. They go D-to-D, and a long shot sent on by Cochran is cleared out to center. Icing is signaled and called as Fladmark couldn't catch up with that one. 13:35 to go, 1-0. Early shots for Duluth East. We're scoreless here at the Heritage. Face off to the glove side of the goaltender Kerr, who also backs up the varsity squad. Grand Rapids dressing just 3 goaltenders this year. Ryder Miskovich, Ryan Kerr, and Miles Gunderson, the varsity starter. Someone's having a stellar season, might be working his way into the conversation for Frank Brimsick honors. At the very least, a nomination, as he's been stellar for the Thunderhawks. Off the face-off, played to the near side, weaving in and out that time is Hauser. And now he'll send it behind, poked at there by Lundell. Hauser trying to center it. And it comes free up the slot. The Thunderhawks back, 3-on-2 look with one trailing. Here's Broberg over the line. Puts a move on, surveys. Long shot on is blocked in front that time by Matthias. And now it comes free behind the cage. Here's Miskovich trying to break it out. Taken there by Langlois, and Grand Rapids holds. Langlois, pressure from Miskovich behind. Puck comes free and out of the far side corner, played up to the point there for Broberg. Broberg walks, long shot on. Nice pad save made that time by Jensen. Puck still loose in front as the Thunderhawks poke at it. And finally, Duluth East will regain, taken there by Matthias. He's going to break it up. Point is held there by Broberg. Long shot. Hits something in front, heads up in the netting. We'll pause. 12:34 to go. Shots 2-1 in favor of Grand Rapids. Scoreless here at the Heritage. Again, this being the precursor to the Friday night ice festivities soon to come. Really looking forward to that one. Full pregame, postgame show. Between period interviews, the whole deal, TV timeouts. Really quite the presentation here from the Youth Hockey Hub. On the far side now, working it back out of the zone, Nathan Tang. He loses possession, taken there by McGow, who will dump it in. And back to regain is Kimber. Now Kimber is stripped of the puck, regained by his teammate Peterson. And the Hounds will regroup. Peterson's stretch pass up ahead, intercepted at center by McGow, and now retaken by here's Stratton Maz. Maz has a look, doesn't go across, they score. Nathan Tang sneaks in on the 2-on-1, takes the feed from Maas. Duluth East has an early 1-0 lead with 12:06 remaining. Two minutes and 54 seconds into the opening frame of this junior varsity contest. Nathan Tang settles down the pass from Stratton Maas on the far side, beats the goaltender Ryan Kerr. Duluth East leads 1-0. Now here's the Greyhounds working it back, looking to pad their lead on the near side, taken there by Maas. Coming off the assist on that last goal, taken now at the point by Cochran. He'll rim it back behind for Maas. Now we're going to pause and get the goal announcement from Robin Cook. Tang for Maas and Peterson's the call at 2:54. Zone entry for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks results in the net being dislodged. Ryan Jensen stands strong and the goal. Nathan Tang from Maas and Kyle Peterson, 2:54. Duluth East early lead 1-0. This face-off will come outside with 11:41 to go in the opening frame. And the Thunderhawks win it back. Taken by Matthias, plays it to the point. Stretch pass up ahead. Try to find his man, and now back into the zone. Taken there by Broberg behind, far side corner. Four-car pile up, two white jerseys, two orange jerseys, and the Thunderhawks look to break it out. Now here's the centering look, comes free up the slot, redirect shot sent on by Fladmark. Pad save made Ryan Kerr. Now again to the point, that one hits something on its way. Doesn't quite get up into the netting as was anticipated. And it's battled for again behind Kerr. Now here's a sharp angle look, puck still loose in front. And the Thunderhawks back. Now penalty looks to be upcoming as Duluth East will touch up. Dominic Broberg was taken to the ice. Call will be hooking, and Duluth East, Grand Rapids will have their first power play of the day. Jack Ringsred to the box for Duluth East. For hooking, 2-minute minor, time of the penalty, 10:56 remaining, 4:04 elapsed. Ringsred hooking for 54. Grand Rapids with the power play for the first time today. Kerr comes out of his crease to play that one down to the far side. Now good pressure on the far side by Kyle Peterson, and the Thunderhawks will regroup. Settling it down, here's Kellerman behind the net now. Broberg, breakout pass to the far side. Into neutral zone comes Grand Rapids. Now to the near side, here's Kellerman over the line. Settles it down at the point, good clear again, that time by the Duluth East defense. That time Christian Hauser. Minute 25 left on the numerical superiority for Duluth East. Grand Rapids over the line, long shot sent on. Stomach save made. 10:16 to go, minute 21 left on the power play. Duluth East 1, Grand Rapids 0 on the Youth Hockey Hub. Defensive zone draw for the Greyhounds, who lose out to Grand Rapids. Will play to the point. Max Lantz will send that one behind, regained by Brody Olson for Duluth East. Now to the point. Here's McGow to the far side. Good shot that time for Grand Rapids. Comes free in front. Sending on that time was Zvatos. And it comes free up high again. Here's Lonson. Back down for Zvatos. Far side dot. Little give and go set up here. Nice play that time behind by Langlois as he tried to get it back for Zvatos. Now this one comes free up to the slot. McGow takes over. And the Thunderhawks regroup. 46 seconds left on the man advantage, weaving his way into the zone. Now here's a backdoor look, and a nice poke check added that time by Ryan Jensen towards the attack from Nate Langlois. Comes back out to center. Grand Rapids will have to tag up before they can get it going. Now sending it into the zone. Battling for it, Garrett Olick comes free near side again. Brody Olson, 28 seconds remaining on the kill for Duluth East. Olson to the far side, skates around as long as possible for sending it deep. Stick down by Ryan Kerr. Aggressive stretch pass as Duluth East went off for the change. And he finds Zvatos on the far side, trying to drop it back for Miskovich. Competing that time, Kyle Peterson now sending it in, settling it down that time is Jensen. And the Greyhounds back. 5 seconds left on the kill. And now they are even. Might have wanted to get a clear before the kill expired, while it is still not penalized, but regardless, East works it back now to the near side. Taken there by Moss, comes free up the high slot, taken by Cochran. Greyhounds with possession, trying to break it out the center that time for Peterson. Comes free near the Duluth East bench. And now here's the Thunderhawks. Bymark will weave it out the center. They'll send a little backhand flip in heavy pursuit of Cochran. As the Greyhounds defense plays a little pitch and catch, now they'll break it out. Here's Ryder Storm far side. Weaving his way into the zone, disarmed by David Kellerman. And now a turnover, point-blank chance off the side of the cage that time. That comes free behind again. Good pressure that time from Miles Schaefer to get a close proximity shot off. Cochran at the point will rim it all the way around. 8:05 to go here in the opening frame. Duluth East an early 1-0 lead. To the near side, taken there by Schaefer. Schaefer weaves behind, heavy pressure from Broberg. Now this one comes free to the point. Shot on by Fladmark comes free. Now the Thunderhawks back once again. Weaving his way in by Mark. He was sent off by Cade Fladmark. He tried to send that one in. They are offside. Faceoff will come out to center. 7:46 to go. Shots 5-5. Duluth East an early 1-0 lead over Grand Rapids. Neutral zone faceoff. Oscar Lundell and Mason Adler on the dots. Lundell wins it back to his defense. Taken there by Jack Mathias, who weaves his way over the line. Long forehand shot sent on. Now a dangerous carom out in front as that went off the skate of the Rapids defense. Max Lonson, the culprit that time. Near the Grand Rapids bench now, and it's played in behind. Lonson behind. He's in there with Maas. Poking at it. Now here's a point-blank look for Tim Palthazor. Good work there by Ryan Curtis, sealed the post. Puck comes to the near side. Another shot from the point sent by Soren Hansen. First time we've called his name today. And Duluth East with some heavy offensive pressure here. To the far side, Lundell mixing it up with McGow. It comes behind. Surveys, works it to the point. Halverson comes all the way up the slot. Hansen can't hold the zone. And East will back out. Regroup now. Far side neutral zone. Lundell plays it back for his defenseman, Mathias. Now trying to break it out. Broken up by Mason Adler. Finally, Grand Rapids with some possession. Not for long, however, as McGow opts to send that one in. Comes out to center. Now here's a look for the Greyhounds back. On the far side, there's Peterson. Weaves his way into the zone. Nice stretch pass to the near side. Now a sharp angled shot. Comes free for Peterson again, who crashed on the rebound up to the point, held in by Brody Olson. Olson near the Rapids bench, holds the zone nicely and weaves it behind for Kyle Peterson to the far side. There's Peterson in with McGow, far side corner. Working his way again to the near side, Peterson. Some extended zone time for the Duluth East Greyhounds. Near the Rapids bench now finally breaking it out is Joey Miskovich on the near side. He has some space with Kimber closing in on him. Miskovich gains the line, just opts to send it in. He'll go off for a change, caught out there in a long shift. And the Greyhounds work it back now. Trying to center it into the center for Peterson. But he was going off for the change, so Rapids will regroup. 5:44 to go here. Far side over the line. There's Hunter Erickson. Centering look, comes free up the slot. Puck still loose. Poking at it is Langlois. Now the Hounds work back. Over the line, here's Stratton Moss. Moss in with Ringsred. Now back behind, Moss will take over. He has Tang on the near side. Heavy pressure from Langlois, far side corner, 5:20 remaining. Now here's a point-blank look as he weaves his way into the slot. Now here's Tang back to the near side. Stratton Moss nearly had a chance in the high slot. It was finally sent off the puck. Grand Rapids trying to work it back the other way. Erickson was outnumbered. Now a big collision out at open ice as David Kellerman dumps his man. They're going to be offside as a result. 5:02 to go. Duluth East 1, Grand Rapids 0 JV action here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Neutral zone draw, late change for the Thunderhawks. Only had 4 skaters out there. Off the draw, Rylan Yost wins it back for the Thunderhawks. Now full head of speed back the other way. Here's Bymark. Gains the line, loses control. They rim it out, takes a crazy hop, and actually that one got in the stands, a little optical illusion there as I thought that one was riding the boards. 4:51 will be an offensive zone draw for the Thunderhawks as Duluth East sent that one out of their zone. Face off to the blocker side of goaltender Jensen. He's been good so far here today. 5 saves, 5 chances. Just over 10 minutes into this contest. Off the draw, nifty little move that time by Yost to try to play it through. Comes free to the point, unable to hold is Lonson. Now he'll send it back in. They will be offside once more. Ryan Bymark, the offending party that time. 4:44 neutral zone draw. Off the face-off, Lundell plays it back, and the Hounds work. Here's Soren Hansen, surveys over the line cleanly. Now trying to walk it up front, comes free to the point. A weak shot sent that time by Matthias, doesn't make its way through. Now here's the Thunderhawks. Back to the near side, trying to work it out. Long shot sent on that time by Hansen. Good stomach save made by Kurz. It comes free behind. Now here's Rylan Yost on the far side, finds Lampa. Good bank pass to find Bymark in a foot race with Soren Hansen. They tangle up behind. Now working it to the near side corner. Here's Ringsred. Back up to the point. A one-time look through traffic that time. Landon McGow sends a rocket from the point. Doesn't get through. Now whiffing on a shot is Bymark in the far side circle. Out through center, the Hounds back. Over the line. Nifty little move around the defense that time by Sam Halverson. Now a centering look. Tried to find Peterson. Grand Rapids back after a slow first few minutes. This game's starting to get a little bit more pace to it. Another odd man rush for the Hounds. Shot sent on. Rebound look goes off the iron. And sprawling to try to make the save is Kerr. Comes back to the point. Long shot from Brody Olson. Goes awry, so a flurry of activity for the Greyhounds trying to add on to their lead. Good work by Kerr and good work by the crossbar as well to keep a goal out. 3:20 to go. Still a 1-0 lead for Duluth East. In the far side now, taken by Balthazar, comes free in front. Smart move that time by the Thunderhawks defense to air that one out. Goes the distance, 3:12 remaining. Duluth East 1, Grand Rapids 0, junior varsity action on the Youth Hockey Hub. Defensive zone draw for the Thunderhawks, taken to the glove side of Kerr. And the Hounds win it cleanly. Played to the point. Long shot that time from Fladmark. Doesn't get through. Comes free to the near side corner. Poking at it. Trying to work it out of the zone now. And being sent off the puck is Vatos. And the Hounds will work it back. Behind the cage, here's Cochran. Breakout pass sent down that time by Erickson. And it's played at the feet of Olek. Now Olek takes a big hit from Erickson behind the net. Another puck sent out of play, 2:47 to go. Shots are 8-6 in favor of Duluth East. They lead this one 1-0. Langlois and Ringsred on the dots here. Officials tell the Wings to get back. They'll tie up on the draw. And coming free with it at the point is Broberg. Now he works it down. Svatos will take over behind. Now the Greyhounds back. Along his own wall, taken there by Olek, trying to weave it out. And he finds Cochran. Now Cochran trying to work it out. Comes back out to center. And Duluth East back. Here's Christian Hauser sent down that time by Kellerman, and they remain tangled up near the Grand Rapids bench. Now behind the net, here's a shot that comes out to the high slot. Nobody home. Grand Rapids will try to work it back here. 2:11 remaining in the opening frame. David Kellerman held along the far side. It comes out to center. And settled down that time by Broberg. Surveys. Good forecheck pressure from Garrett Olek, who works it on his forehand. Now to the backhand centering look. And it comes free in front, steered aside by Rylan Yost. Now taking over again. Here's Moss. Has a primary assist on the day. He's been good. Behind the net comes free far side. Held in by Olek. Pressure from Broberg. Now here's Miskovich. Dangerous pass up the high slot for Svatos. Comes out to center. Waiting for his teammate to get onside. That time is Fladmark before he sent it on. Sent down by Kerr, who will play it for Broberg. Now off the breakout, here's Lundell. Has a sharp angle look, goes to the backhand, and sending it out that time is Broberg into the corner. Duluth East regains, kind of owning the pace of this game right now. Long shot from the point. Rebound chance comes free near side for Moss. and now he weaves into the high slot. Good stick handling there from Maz, unable to get a shot off, comes back out to center, and Hansen will take over. Hansen in with Tang. Now stretch pass, here's Lundell. Weaves from the forehand to the backhand as we pass the 1 minute mark here in the opening frame. To the near side now, taken by Hansen, comes back out to center. Here's Yost, breaks it out, goes off for the change. Miskovich gains the line. Now he'll go off for the change as well. See if Duluth East tries to take advantage. Now we're going to get a penalty assessed to Duluth East. Tripping is the call. 27 white, the official exclaims. Oscar Lundell of Duluth East to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of that penalty, if my basic arithmetic serves me correctly, 14-16. So Grand Rapids will have their second chance on the power play of the game. They're 0 for 1 thus far. Long shot from the point, rebound chance comes free. Now the Hounds get the clear. So this penalty will elapse the remainder of the first period, barring a Grand Rapids goal, and will leak into the second period as well, as this one comes out to neutral. Grand Rapids will regroup here. 21 seconds remaining in our opening frame. To the far side, taken by Arrow Lampa. Now he'll break it out. Here's Adler trying to find Spahn. Now Adler over the line. Long shot sent on. Misses to the stick side of Jensen. Now with 5 seconds remaining, Tim Balthasar will get the clear, and that will do it for our first period of play. An early goal from Nathan Tang has the Duluth East University ahead, 1-0. We're going to send you to break. Be back here in just a minute for the second period on the Youth Hockey Hub.
I think a force for good is kind of just what it sounds like. We wake up every day, go to work, try to do the best we can, but also have in the back of our head that we're going to help people and try to make a difference in people's lives.
While it's important to do things for others, it's how you go about doing that day in and day out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about one team. I don't care who you are in this company. Everybody has an opportunity to make a difference and contribute to the whole piece of the pie of what we're trying to do.
I think pain that moves around, that's migratory, like, gosh, I was sore here for a couple days and now I'm sore here for a couple days. Like, migratory pain seems to be less concerning and less serious. Something that's persistent, pain that lasts more than 2 weeks, pain that seems to be resistant to other things like ice, rest, that's concerning. And anything that makes you limp is not okay. There's something wrong if you're limping. If you can't bear your own body weight on your legs, something's not right.
We've been on the road with you for 50 years now. We're proud to share the safe roads and the roller coaster roads, even the long and winding roads. Navigating the road less traveled and cruising up the high roads. For 3 generations, it's been an honor to share the roads of life with you. Here's to another 50 and beyond.
And we welcome you back here from the Duluth Heritage Sports Center after 15 minutes of junior varsity hockey. Duluth East leads Grand Rapids by a score of 1-0. Will Peterson back here for the second period. Fun first period. After a slow first couple of minutes, the pace really opened up. Both teams starting to fly a little bit. First period shots for Duluth East, 11. Grand Rapids had 7. 0 for 1 on the lone man advantage of the game was Grand Rapids, but they will start the second period with a minute 16 of power play time as Oscar Lundell continues to serve his tripping minor. First period scoring, Nathan Tang on the feed from Stratton Maas, as well as Kyle Peterson. Time of the goal, 2:52. To make it 1-0, Jack Ringsred went off for hooking for Duluth East at 4:54. And now Oscar Lundell, 14-16 tripping in the first. Second period about to get underway. Grand Rapids will skate from right to left wearing their road oranges. Duluth East from left to right in their home whites. Both teams have the long change here in the second and will be attacking towards their benches. We're underway as Grand Rapids still with some power play time left over. Here's Broberg working his way over the line, settles it down, works it to the high slot, taking that time by Yost to the far side corner, and he weaves up for Bymark. Now back to the near side, Broberg. Pressured that time, weaves it back. Long shot was sent down by his own man. Bymark tried to get it through, hit the skate of Yost in front. Now getting his way back into the zone is Bymark. They're going to be offside actually on the zone entry. 14:28 to go. 44 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Grand Rapids. They trailed Duluth East 1-0. Jude Edgerton and David Kellerman meet on the face-off dots. And off the draw, Grand Rapids wins it cleanly. They'll have time to regroup here. Broberg from behind Ryan Kerr. Gets Ryder Storm to bite and then takes it out himself. Stretch pass finds Erickson, and the Thunderhawks in. Weaving his way behind the net is Kellerman. On the forehand, now he weaves it to the point. Long shot on. Stick save made in front by Jensen. Good find that time from Ryan Bymark as he sent that one on. And now Duluth East gets the clear. 13 seconds remaining on the man advantage. One more look for Grand Rapids on the peeper. Now here's Bymark out to center, taken by Langlois. He'll send this one in. Now 2 seconds as Duluth East kills off their second penalty of the game. They move to 2 for 2 on the penalty kill, while Grand Rapids is 0 for 2 on the power play. Back skating 5 aside. Here's Lonson, takes it out to the far side, taken by Kellerman. Now over the line works Kellerman. Tries to weave his way around his man, taken that time by Tang, the lone goal scorer in this game so far. He gives way to Fladmark, who tries to break it out. Ends up finding Tang out to center. Poked at, and now taking over is Kellerman over the line. Kellerman works his way in, taken behind by Stratton Moss. And he'll break it out for Tang. They finally break it out of the zone. Now Kyle Peterson in pursuit, intercepted by Grand Rapids. And now here's McGow over the line. McGow, long shot, misses to the glove side of Jensen. And a centering look this time from Joey Miskovich finds no one home. And Duluth East will have another breakout chance. Far side, Moss tries to turn it up for Peterson. They've been caught in the wrong end of a long shift, as there's a big hit that time by Stratton Moss on the far side. Now East works back. Moss couldn't sell down that pass, but he's got a look on his forehand. Going to try to wrap it. Now a centering look, they score. Kyle Peterson cleans up the Stratton Moss wraparound attempt and sends it home. 12:25 remaining in the second period. Duluth East 2, Grand Rapids 0. Two minutes and 45 seconds into the second period of play. Kyle Peterson gets his first of the game from Stratton Moss. Duluth East 2, Grand Rapids 0. Now off the face-off, taking it in his own zone is Soren Hansen. Breakout look intercepted by Spahn. Now Hansen will take over once again. Stretch pass from Brody Olson. Goes the distance, we'll get icing, and we're going to send it downstairs for the goal announcement. Single assist will go to Stratton Moss, 2:45. Time of the goal to make it a 2-0 game. Nathan Tang and Kyle Peterson both have tallies on the game. Stratton Moss with an assist on each of them. Duluth East off to a 2-0 lead here. 12 minutes remaining in the second. Shots 12-8 in favor of Duluth East, who lead 2-0. Now behind the net, taken by Kerr, sticking it behind. Now the Thunderhawks back. The Halloween machine. As Bymark collects, comes free up the slot. Point blank chance that time. Sent on by Oleg. Good glove save made by Ryan Curry. 11:43 to go. Duluth East 2. Grand Rapids 0 JV action here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Face off to the glove side of Kerr. Late change for the Rapids defense will be Rings Red up against Rylan Yost on the dots, as it comes free to the point. Long shot is initially gloved down, then it comes free in front of Ryan Kerr. Still poking at it that time is Rings Red, and holding the zone and sending it in is Tim Balthazar. Now to the far side, played by Spahn, weaving his way out of the zone, sends it out to center, and it's settled down that time by Jack Mathias. Now intercepted by the other 18. There's Yost. Has an angle, tries to send it on with the backhand and can't quite get it on. Misses to the glove side of Jensen. To the far side corner, up the high slot, back out to center. Settled down by Lonson, who gains the line. 11:04 now. Crazy Karam off the side of the, off the glass behind. Might have went off the cage. Miskovich settled it down, sent it on. Now it comes back out to center. Rings red over the line. Far side corner, getting support from Balthazar. Now works it out to the point. Splits the uprights of the defenseman. Schaefer and Fladmark can do anything about that one. Now Fladmark will settle it. Works his way back out. And over the line, but only momentarily that time, was Jude Edgerton. Now back out to neutral. Fladmark for his partner Schaefer. They work it into the zone. Now here's a chance for Duluth East. Jude Edgerton whiffs on the point-blank look. 10:23 to go. We'll get in offensive zone face-off for Duluth East, who lead 2-0. Kyle Peterson, Nate Langlois on the dots for Duluth East and Grand Rapids, respectively. They tie up, and working his way through now is Hunter Erickson for the Thunderhawks. Erickson over the line. Nice move that time. Now is a forehand look, and a great blocker save made by Ryan Jensen. Duluth East trying to work back here. Here's Peterson. Now we're going to get a penalty as Peterson was interfered with. And the culprit is Jude Edgerton. So the first penalty of the day for Grand Rapids. Jude Edgerton, interference. Time of the penalty is 4:56. The second period, Jude Edgerton of Grand Rapids to the box. Interference. Duluth East will have their first power play chance of this game, trying to add an insurance goal. This one comes free in front, and someone ended up inadvertently hitting Ryan Kerr up high. Puck is not quite covered, but they blow it dead regardless. 9:58 to go. Minute 55 left on the man advantage. Off the draw, trying to play it through that time. Stratton Moss had a chance. Sent the shot on. Calmly stick down by Ryan Kerr. We'll be right back where we started just a few seconds later. 14-9 current shots for Duluth East in favor. 3-2 here in the second period. Clean win in the offensive zone. Play to the point for Cochran. Now to the near side, Fladmark. Works his way to the far side. Nathan Tang behind. Tang trying to work it up for Moss. And it comes free up to the point for Fladmark. Now working it into the slot. Puck still loose. They score! Oscar Lundell settles down the rebound in front, puts it home. Ryan Kerr able to make the initial save. Can't quite smother the rebound. Power play goal for the Duluth East Greyhounds. They lead 3-0, 9:35 remaining in the second. .525 into the second period. Oscar Lundell on the power play. Duluth East 1-for-1 on the man advantage. This one makes it a 3-0 lead for the Greyhounds. We're going to get the goal announcement. Stratton Moss once again with the assist, so he has a 3-assist game for the Greyhounds. As this one comes back out to center, Lundell from Moss, 5:25 on the power play. Duluth East a 3-0 lead over Grand Rapids. At the point, Broberg now back out to center, gaining the zone is Svatos. He'll go in on the forecheck. Settling it down is Olsen, working it behind Jensen, who's working on a shutout so far. 9 saves for him. Pressure from behind now to the far side corner. Kellerman mixing it up that time with Olsen. Now here's Kellerman working it out. Backhand look is sticked at by Jensen. Near side corner looking to break it out as Rings Red comes free to the point. And working it out of the zone is Olek. Comes out to center momentarily. Bymark sends it in, goes off for the change. And Kimber takes it behind. Stretch pass from Kimber. Olek tried to play it down with the skate. Goes skate to stick. Goes the distance. 8:19 to go. Shot 16-10 in favor of Duluth East, who lead it 3-0. Face off to the blocker side of Jensen. Kyle Peterson and Rylan Yost meet on the dots. Peterson wins it back to Soren Hansen, who works it along the near side. Comes free to the point, fluttering shot on. Is stick down that time by Jensen, who works it to the pads. 8:08 remaining. Another offensive zone draw for the Thunderhawks, still looking for their first goal of the game. They trail 3-0. Mason Adler now on the dots instead of Rylan Yost. And Adler loses the draw outright. Peterson's been good on the dots so far here today. Soren Hansen, now here's a bad turnover. Shot is fluttering in front. Good chance that time for Joey Miskovich. Kind of just Johnny on the spot. That's a bad defensive zone miscue for Duluth East, nearly cost them. Back to the far side, Balthazar. Pressured by Adler, weaving his way around. And now a shot whiffed on that time by Miguel. Comes free to the point. Here's Miskovich. Tried to find Adler on the back door. Now here's Adler working into the slot. Intercepted that time by Peterson, and the Hounds back. Over the line, here's Balthazar. Back out to neutral, taken by Hansen, who gets it in. Duluth East is offsides. They're going to have to tag up, and they do so. Lonson now to the far side as Spahn gets over the line. Tries to send a shot on, blocked by Balthazar, who wheels. Drops it off for Soren Hansen. Hansen, good pressure from Miskovich. Very active for for Grand Rapids here today, as Miskovich is upended behind the play, a little slow to get up. Working his way back is Peterson, now to the far side. Weaving his way into the zone is Miskovich. Took the stretch pass, lost an edge as he tried to weave it in, and he again is slow to get up. Now to the far side, taken by McGow. Long shot on is deflected in the glove of Ryan Jensen. 6:56 remaining. Shot 16-13 in favor of Duluth East. They lead 3-0. Again, stay tuned after this one. Friday Night Ice coming at you here from the Duluth Heritage Sports Center. Should be a treat. The 20th and 21st ranked teams in the recent YHH rankings do battle Duluth East and Grand Rapids. Game that holds huge implications for section seeding in 7AA. Back up to the point. Sending in his Bymark, who took a hit from behind that time. Gets up looking for a call and doesn't get one. Stretching it out to center now. Here's Storm working it back. Storm tries to go through his man Bymark, and that doesn't work out for him. It comes free to the near side. Now we're going to get a penalty called. And it looks like we're going to get coincidental roughing penalties. 6:34 remaining. And as we said, Storm was mixed up with Bymark, and so they'll end up both serving 2-minute minors. So we'll skate 5 aside, 6:34 remaining here. In the second period, time of those penalties, 8:26. Five-a-side hockey here is an offensive zone draw for Duluth East. Comes free to the point. Now Grand Rapids will work it behind. Whiffing on it that time is Kellerman. Far side corner, getting helped out now. Here's Langlois. Holds it along the wall, works it back down that time for Kellerman. Rims it for Broberg on the near side. Stretch pass up ahead, out to center, unable to handle it as Langlois loses his stick in the process. Erickson sends it on, goes in for the forecheck. Erickson, and there was Schaefer. Schaefer comes away with it. Puck is sent up. Nathan Tang in the mix. And East will possess. There's Fladmark behind. Short pass finds Moss. Now he's going to try to feed Tang. Icing is waved. Now Tang will do battle with McGow. Centering look that time from Tang. Tried to find his teammate in front. Comes free to the point. And Duluth East controlling the pace right now. Turning and firing from the high slot that time. Rings red. And into the slot once again. Maz to the far side. Nice attempt that time. Comes free up high once again from the slot. That one misses the blocker side of Ryan Kerr. Grand Rapids will work it back. Out into neutral. Brody Olson surveys, goes for his partner Fladmark, and now finds Ringsred, who will work it into the zone. Fladmark goes off for the change. They work it into the far side corner. Now here's Ringsred back. He's just going to send this one the distance. Icing is called. 4:49 to go. Duluth East still holding on to their 3-0 lead over Grand Rapids. JV action here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Face off is won cleanly by Duluth East. They'll play it to the point, taken there that time by Cochran. He surveys, long shot on. Nice tip that time in front from Garrett Olek. And now a little tic-tac-toe look. Tries to find Olek in front, and he misses the glove side of Kerr. Olek now in the slot. Bank pass for Hauser. Comes free in front. Glove down that time by Lonson. And finds Olek up again, up high. Now far side, Broberg just trying to weave his way out of the zone. Unable to do so now as it's held in by Edgerton and finally back out into neutral. Kyle Peterson plays it for Olsen. Now here's Olsen weaving, getting harassed by Yost. Olsen to the far side, finds Peterson, has a half step on his forehand, works his way around, and now back up to the point. It was actually Hauser that time, now Edgerton. Edgerton behind in there with Olek. The near side, and now working it out is Broberg. Out to center, Broberg makes an attempt to get the puck back. And it's taken by Kellerman on the far side into neutral. Rims this one around, 3:32 to go here in the second. Duluth East a 3-goal lead here in junior varsity action. Now Cochran out to center, Balthazar. To neutral ice, sends this one in, regained by Lonson, far side corner. Lonson in with Olek. Now taking it again that time, Langlois. And back behind Lonson. 3:09 now. Weaving it behind Kerr to the near side, near the east bench. This one will come out to center. And icing is called. 3 minutes exactly, the coincidental roughing minors have expired. So Bymark and his Duluth East counterpart are dismissed. Shot 17-13 in favor of Duluth East. They lead 3-0. Now off the face-off, this one sent in front. Sorry, as we worked through some technical issues there. Had the score bug displaced for a short period of time, but we got it back. 2:54 to go. Offensive zone draw for Duluth East. Kyle Peterson, Rylan Yost on the dots. Peterson wins it to his wing, and now it's played to the point for Matthias. Poking at it that time, coming free with it is Halverson, and he tries to work it through. This one out to center. Good forecheck pressure from Hunter Erickson as icing is waved. Erickson in with Matthias. Coming in to help is Langlois. Working it behind the goaltender Jensen, who's still working on a 13-save shutout. Backhand look, nice save made by Jensen as Yost pokes at it. Now here's a wraparound look, and he opts to play it up to the point. Long shot and a good shot block that time by Sam Halverson. And now they do get one through as Yost sends that one on. Glove save made effortlessly by Jensen. 2:16 to go. Duluth East still a 3-0 lead. Shot 17-14 here on the game. 7-6, in favor of Grand Rapids in the second, but they've been unable to get anything to go. Goaltender Jensen's been sharp here today. Maybe they'll try some little set piece here off the offensive zone face-off. Winning it back and playing it up is Hansen. As now Lonson will send that one on with 2:07 to go. Puck comes back out to center. Into the zone, Lundell sends it. Kerr comes out of his crease to play it behind. Now back up to the point, long shot, stick save made by Kerr, who will go for the cover as he was pressured that time by Stratton Moss, who has 3 assists on the game. Have to imagine he would be a player of the game pick if that was awarded for the JV part of things. A really strong game for the forward. 3 assists, assisted in all 3 Duluth East goals. They lead 3-0. Another clean face-off win for Duluth East. They've been very strong on the dots here today. Lundell won it back. Now to the far side, Moss holds it in. Backhand from the slot, trickles in front. Was redirected by Lundell. Another cover that time. For Ryan Kerr, 140 now. Shots 20-14 in favor of Duluth East, 3-0 lead. Face off to the blocker side of Kerr. Kellerman and Lundell on the dots now. Off the draw, Tang spins, fires, almost caught Kerr off guard, but he adjusts to make the save. Back up to the point now. Grand Rapids finally possessing the puck a little bit. Seems that East has had the majority of possession, and now right on cue, Moss steals and regains. Now here's a sharp angle look for Moss. Tries to pick the glove side corner of Kerr, and he covers. 1:17 to go now. Shots 21-14. Here on the game, on the draw, Jack Ringsred up against David Kellerman. Ringsred wins it back to the point. Wish we had a statistic on the face-off wins. That one is tipped, evidently played with a high stick by Ringsred. And Grand Rapids will work it back. Minute 5 remaining here in the second. Working his way over the line is Broberg. Long shot, stick save, made that time by Jensen, still working on that shutout. Officially past the 1-minute mark here. Poking at it is Hauser. It comes free up the high slot. Cochran will try to work it out of his zone. Good pressure that time from Langlois, who holds, but only momentarily. Now back with it. Hauser out to center. Cochran weaves his way back into the zone. Forehand to backhand as he's pressured by Hunter Erickson, and they work back. Into the neutral zone now is Ringsred. 2-on-1 look for Duluth East. And unable to center at that time is Olek. Had Ringsred with him. This one comes free to the point and sent on by Fladmark. Misses the blocker side of Ryan Kerr, who will make an easy save there on Christian Hauser. 19.4 ticks to go before we will resurface for the one and only time in this junior varsity contest. Duluth East a 3-0 lead over Grand Rapids on the Youth Hockey Hub. Jack Ringsred, Rylan Yost on the dots. Now we have a pause before the official finally decides to drop the puck. Grand Rapids wins the draw and they try to work back. Breakouts have been a struggle for Grand Rapids here today. Part of the reason why they have been held off the scoreboard. 7 seconds now. Kerr will just settle this one down. Bymark not going to be able to do much. Maybe I stand corrected. No, they work it over the line. A late hit that time. And we're going to head to break. 3-0 lead for Duluth East over Grand Rapids. We're going to send you to break. Be back here for the second period recap. 3-0 Duluth East over Grand Rapids on the Youth Hockey Hub.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Pub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in...
To maintain momentum going into period 3?
Well, the boys just have to keep buzzing. They're working hard, doing all the right things, listening to their coaches, and just keep playing, having fun.
All right, the JV might be a little overlooked by some of the people filtering in tonight, but what does a JV win do for the overall tone going into the varsity game?
Well, it just gets the boys all fired up, and they just they love coming and cheering on everybody. We're a big family, and it all makes a difference.
0 goals allowed so far. What can you say about your goaltending?
It's all about what's in front of them. The boys are doing a great job keeping pucks away, and what comes into him, he's stopping them. So keep it going.
That's Duluth East Junior Varsity head coach Al Ratai throwing it back up to Will Peterson in the booth.
Great work as always there from Peter Rodney. Another wonderful interview after 30 minutes of junior varsity hockey. A 3-0 lead for Duluth East over Grand Rapids. Second period summary. Kyle Peterson got the scoring party started at the 2:45 mark of the second. Gives a single assist to Stratton Moss, who's had a great game here. Made a 2-0 game, and then on the power play, Oscar Lundell from Stratton Moss. Moss weaved his way into the zone, went all the way around for the wraparound, couldn't quite get it to go. Lundell was there, Johnny on the spot. 5:25 for the power play tally. And that is how we got to where we are. Penalties in the second. Jude Edgerton of Grand Rapids for interference, which led to the Lundell power play tally, and then coincidental roughing minors, one from each of Grand Rapids and Duluth East. Second period shots for you. Duluth East 11 for a game total of 22. Grand Rapids with 8 for a game total of 15. Still looking for their first goal of the game. 2 second period shots for Duluth East. 2 second period goals for Duluth East to make it a 3-0 game. Duluth East is 1 for 1 on the power play. Grand Rapids 0 for 2. Ryan Kerr, he's been good here today. 19 saves on 22 chances, but even better has been Ryan Jensen. 15 saves on all 15 of his chances. We'll see if he can keep it going here in the third period. We're going to send you back to break. Be back here in just, about 8 minutes for the third period to play. After 2, it is Duluth East 3, Grand Rapids 0 on the Youth Hockey Hub.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Pub Lots and Lots of Pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots and Lots of Pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
It's such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's Dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
But from the get-go, it was, hey, we're going to be a source of good in the community, and we got the Keystone program that we give away 10% of our profits.
Such a core value is the philanthropic piece of this, and whether it's Hope Kids or ETS or Whispers of Hope, the Grief Club, basically it's set out that this is something that it's a part of what you do, and everyone has a lot of buy-in and is very excited to do it.
With an injection, we're usually trying to minimize inflammation or block a nerve to prevent it from sending a signal somewhere that causes you pain. So we're not actually masking any of the symptoms or the problem, but we are trying to improve the inflammation or block the pain signal so that people can feel relief.
Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas are made in the heart of America's dairyland, Kaukauna, Wisconsin. Every Brewpub pizza is made with the highest quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Snag a slice of Brewpub pizza at the concession stand or enjoy a whole pizza conveniently located in the frozen pizza section of your local grocery store. Brewpub Lots of Matzo pizzas, the ingredients for a great time.
And we welcome you back here from the Duluth Heritage Sports Center. 30 minutes of junior varsity hockey has come and gone. And the Duluth East Greyhounds have skated to a 3-0 lead over the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Will Peterson back here on the call. Of note at the 15-minute mark, so the conclusion of the second period, Garrett Olick of Duluth East charged with a roughing minor for some extracurricular activity after the whistle. So Olick will serve the first 2 minutes here. Grand Rapids will have their third power play look of the game. They are 0 for 2 thus far and have been held off the score sheet entirely. Grand Rapids will skate from left to right on your television set wearing their road oranges. Duluth East from right to left in their home whites, and we're underway. 15 more minutes of high school hockey, and it should be a good finish here. Off the breakout now, weaving his way out is Bymark. Stretch pass to the far side. I think he wanted to find Erickson, but Kellerman thought he was the intended recipient. Now Job Carpenter out skating his first shift of this game. We expect to see him in the varsity contest as well, which would explain the late arrival. On the far side, Hunter Erickson tries to center for Langlois. And it comes back the distance. Rylan Kerr will settle that one down. Minute 21 remaining on the man advantage for Duluth East. Excuse me, for Grand Rapids. Duluth East being the ones on the penalty kill. Icing is called. This one will go the distance. Not every day you see the icing on the power play, but a stretch pass goes just wide. So it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Thunderhawks. They trail 3-0 here on the Youth Hockey Hub. Nathan Tang and David Kellerman meet on the dots. A win would be nice for Duluth East, as Carl Kimber could just skate it back as long as he desired and send it down. And that is what will happen, except he whiffs on a shot attempt. I'm sure that's to the dismay of his coaches. Now to the near side, a low hit that time. At the Rapids bench, and they exchange some pleasantries. This comes free to the near side, and now working his way in. Centering look that time from Langlois. Tried to find Erickson out front. Now here's a breakaway look back the other way. Here's Maas. He scores! Stratton Maas had already had 3 assists on the game. Now has a breakaway look. A short-handed tally for Duluth East. They lead 4-0. One minute and 43 seconds into the third period. Stratton Maas breaks loose on the penalty kill, has a breakaway look, and puts it home. Duluth East 4, Grand Rapids 0. Now back out into neutral, settle down that time. And we're going to get the goal announcement here from Robin Cook. And the announcement is brief, as it is an unassisted goal for Maas. Short-handed. 1:43 of the third to make it a 4-0 game. Far side corner working it behind the goaltender. Ryan Jensen, who still has a shutout, 15 saves, and now make it 16 as that one was sent from the point by Bymark. And now this one comes down once again. Steering it into the corner is Ryder Miskovich, who has taken over in goal for Grand Rapids. We'll play this third period as we expect Kerr to back up the varsity side of things. So Miskovich actually entered at the start of the third period. So it was actually Miskovich giving up the goal there to Maas. Now into the zone here. Svato sends this one on, misses just wide. Comes free to the far side, taken that time by Soren Hansen. Comes out to center. Icing is called and waived. Is now working it back is Sam Halverson. Over the line, sends it in, taken to the far side by Bymark, who is sent to his knees by Balthazar. Now far side, Olsen works it up high. And a shot sent on by Ringsred. Stomach save made by Miskovich. 12-13 to go. Stratton Moss, short-handed breakaway goal. Gets Duluth East on the board here in the third period. It's Greyhounds 4, Thunderhawk 0 on the Youth Hockey Hub. Shots 23-16 on the game. 1-1 here in the third period. Tied up off the draw. Comes free now for Miskovich, who gives way to Landon McCow. Stretch past that time. He tried to find Dobke. And it goes the distance for icing. 12:03. We'll be right back where we started. Current local time, 6:19 p.m., meaning we are 71 minutes away from Friday night ice puck drop here in Duluth, Minnesota. Can't wait for this one. It's a huge, huge 7AA matchup. And we have two of the state's best on the call, Zach Schneider and Mike Greenlay. Part of me wishes I wasn't attending the varsity game so I could stay at home and listen to them, but should be a treat to take in wherever you are. Now this one comes free in front. Here's a wraparound look this time as Olek tried to work it around Miskovich. Went from his blocker side to his glove side, but Miskovich stands tall and seals the post. 11:48 to go. Another offensive zone draw for Duluth East, pouring it on 4-0 Greyhounds. Lundell and Kellerman now on the dots. Winning it back cleanly that time, Lundell. Now here's a shot from the point, knocked down in front. Regrouping is Hauser. Now this one to the point. Pad save made by Miskovich, and good work to cover that one before a rebound try for Lundell. Some high-quality chances for Ryder Miskovich. And outside of the breakaway look from Stratton Moss, where there's not really a lot he could do on that one. He's been good so far here in the third, 11:39 to go. 4-0 lead for Duluth East. Off the draw, comes free up high. Now Grand Rapids working it back. Sharp angled look that time from Kellerman on the zone entry. Good save made by Jensen. Comes back near side, four-car pile up as they poke and prod at it. Back up to the point, long shot through traffic, doesn't get through as Bymark tried to get it through. Now nearly a breakaway look that time for Lundell. It comes free to the far side once again. Now here's Erickson. Banks it behind, taken over is Lonson. Sent off by Lundell, comes free behind again. And Bymark will take over. 10:57 left in this contest as this one will be aired out. 10:54 now. And another defensive zone draw for Grand Rapids. We want to thank the great folks over at Tradition Companies, the presenting sponsor of tonight's festivities. They do some great work over there at Tradition. We thank them for their continued support of Youth Hockey Hub. Face off to the glove side of Miskovich. Another clean win for the Greyhounds as Kimber sent that one from the point. It ends up rimming all the way around, and Matthias will be the first man back there. Matthias behind the goal, taken there. Now he'll try to break it out. Comes out to center, taken there by Lampa. Now back to the near side. Yost enters the zone. The 18s come together. Yost and Matthias to the far side corner. Svatos mixing it up over there. Long shot sent on is sticked into the corner that time by Jensen. Now this one comes back out to neutral, taken by Svatos. Turns, fires, sends it in the far side corner. Regaining possession is Kimber. 10-11 remaining now. 25-17 shots for Duluth East. They lead it 4-0. Far side corner now. Now back behind, centering look as Matthias will send this one to the far side corner. And it comes back out to neutral. There's Carpenter. Again, he's going to skate varsity, we presume, as this is his first period of junior varsity. So 2 birds, 1 stone as he'll dress for this one. And then stay dressed for the varsity. Grand Rapids goes off for an ill-advised change. They had a breakout look, but regardless, Carpenter comes free with it. Far side corner. And breaking out back the other way now is Ringsred. Unable to exit the zone as Miskovich held it and took a big hit near the Hounds bench. Puck comes out to neutral. Bymark enters the zone on his backhand. Shakes a hit from Ringsred. Now turns, fires. That one was stick nearly up into the netting. Just barely stays in play with 9:14 to go. Puck played again near the Hounds bench. Now a breakout pass, that time from Tang. Tried to find Moss to the far side. Now back out into neutral. Now the Hounds back, weaving his way into the zone. Halverson was sent off that time by Spawn. Another centering look for Moss. Nice play that time to spin fire. Didn't have Schaefer where he wanted to, but Stratton Moss has certainly earned himself some consideration for varsity playing time the way he's been skating here today. Behind the net, Lundell and Moss poking and prodding. Now it comes free for Lundell. Tries to feed up high for Moss. Turns, fires. Now it goes up into the netting. Hits something out in front. 8:32 to go. Shots 25-17 in favor of Duluth East. They lead this one 4-0 on the Youth Hockey Hub. Grand Rapids has mostly skated stride for stride with Duluth East. They've also had 3 power play chances, but special teams have really killed them. 0 for 3 on the power play, also conceding a shorthanded goal as off the draw. This one sent on by Cochran. It's played to the near side corner. Now dangerously playing that one in front of his own goal as McGow comes out to center. Now taken by Cochran. Plays it for his partner Fladmark. Stretch pass up ahead. Lundell tips it into the zone and McGow takes over. Out to center, working his way through that time is Kellerman. East regains. Cochran on the forehand, stretches this one down. Balthazar gets the tip, enters the zone, and goes in on the forecheck. Carpenter rims it around to the near side for McGow. Trying to work his way out with pressure from Olek. Now the Halloween machine works back. Here's Carpenter on the forehand. Closes, shoots, scores! Job Carpenter gets Grand Rapids on the board. 7:41 remaining. Grand Rapids their first tally of the game. Duluth East 4, Grand Rapids 1. .7:19 into the third period. Grand Rapids finally showing signs of life. Job Carpenter had just entered the JV hockey game, and he makes his presence felt. 7:19 into the third period. Duluth East 4, Grand Rapids 1. Now behind the net as they finally get past the goaltender Ryan Jensen, who played so solid, 17 consecutive saves before letting that one pass. But a good look that time from Carpenter to beat the goaltender, and now we're going to send downstairs to get the goal announcement. This one's loose and they score! During the goal announcement, Christian Hauser cleans up a rebound, puts it home. 7:07 remaining. Duluth East 5, Grand Rapids 1. Talk about an answer just 44 seconds after Job Carpenter's first of the game for Grand Rapids. Christian Hauser cleans up a rebound, puts it home. 7:53 into the third. Duluth East 5, Grand Rapids 1. Now back out to center. Played ahead by Svatos. And now here's Lampa into the zone. Impeded by the other number 9, it's Rings Red. Getting a little chippy on the far side now as Rings Red is throwing around some bodies. This one comes free in front, intercepted. Now a chance for Grand Rapids. Working it on the backhand. Here's Svatos behind. Pressured by Yost. To the far side corner, taken that time by Kimber, trying to work it out. And Storm, looks like he cross-checked his man in an effort to get that puck, and he's going to serve the time for it. Interference is the call. Riders Storm of Duluth East interference will have our first man advantage of the period. Time of the penalty is 8:31. So Grand Rapids 0 for 3 on the man advantage here. Will have their fourth chance of the game on the Rider Storm interference minor at 8:31. Off the draw, this one comes up to the point, taken there by Carpenter, who has the lone goal for the Halloween machine here. At the point, Bymark sends it down. It's taken by Langlois. Now to the near side corner, taken again by Erickson. Long shot was tipped in front, and Erickson almost got that one home. Past Jensen, who's been rock solid here today. Now weaving on his backhand to the point. Kellerman finds Bymark through traffic. Nice stick save made by Jensen. Comes free to the far side. Now back up to the point. Near side high dot. Here's Kellerman. They score! David Kellerman from the point might have hit something in front, but he leads the charge to the bench. 5:51 remaining. Grand Rapids, a power play tally, their first of the game. It's 5-2 Duluth East. Power play tally for David Kellerman is first of the game. Comes with the 9:09 mark of the third. Duluth East 5, Grand Rapids 2. Now here's the Hounds working it back the other way as we get the goal announcement. It's actually announced that Hunter Erickson poked it home, but I believe it was Kellerman. Perhaps a little deflection, but in the grand scheme of things, not all that important, as Grand Rapids still fighting a late deficit here with 5:10 remaining. They trail by 3. Now here's a chance to eat away at that deficit, and a point-blank chance that time in front by Yost. A nice save made by Ryan Jensen. Now stretch pass out to center, banks off the far side boards. Storm takes over. Now it's Bymark back. Stretch pass up ahead to the far side. Finds Carpenter, who weaves his way into the zone. Carpenter on the backhand, works it behind, and is taken by Cochran. His pass now is intercepted by Langlois, who will work it on the backhand. Has Carpenter in front, but doesn't get it through to him, and Langlois will work it into the near side corner. Now he finds Kellerman. Kellerman working at it, has Erickson up top for support if he wants him. 4:28 to go, time starting to be of essence for Grand Rapids as they try to erase this late deficit. This one will go all the way down, and icing is called. Miskovich thought about going out to play that one, opted against it. Smart decision as icing is whistled. 4:17 to go. Flurry of scoring here in the third period. Still a 3-goal lead for Duluth East as they look to ice this one away. Face off to the blocker side of Ryan Jensen this time. Won cleanly by the Greyhounds, who again have just been so good on the face-off dots here today. This one's battled for near the Duluth East bench. Coming free with it that time is Balthazar, who weaves it to the far side for Kimber. Pressure that time from Erickson, and it's back out to center, and weaving it into his own zone is David Kellerman. Now back up ahead. Langlois has a half step on it, works to his forehand, tries to bank it around to Erickson, and he'll go into the corner with Balthazar. Now skating with it, Lundell behind the net. Stretch pass up ahead, held by Kellerman. Long shot, I don't think anyone really knew where that one was, went way up into the air and finally comes down as Lawson sent that one on from the point. And the Greyhounds will work back here. 3:28 to go, shots 26-20 in favor of Duluth East, who have a late 3-goal lead. Now this one from the point, a good look that time from Sam Halverson, and a stomach save made by Miskovich. 3:23 to go. Duluth East a 3-goal lead late in this junior varsity contest as they look to put this one away. Kyle Peterson and Rylan Yost on the dots. Peterson wins it again. This one from the point, sent on that time by Schaefer, doesn't quite get through, and it comes free behind. Battling for it behind is Kyle Peterson to the far side corner, taken there that time by Lonson, and the Thunderhawks back. Here's Svatos now, over the line, half step on his forehand. Nice stick save made that time by Jensen. Might have been trying to send that one across the crease for a little backdoor. Far side corner, collapsing on it. That time is Lonson, does so successfully, comes free up high. Taken by Svatos, weaves his way in. Backhand flip in front, puck still loose, rebound look, and a great save made by Ryan Jensen. Standing tall, he allowed 2 so far here in the third, but will not allow a third goal. Big time look for Grand Rapids. They can't put it home. Still a 3-goal deficit, 2:31 remaining here in the second. Near side and out into center. Here's Kyle Peterson back near the Grand Rapids bench. We'll see if Coach Reed Larson wants to pull the goalie or just let this one play out its course. Stratton Moss over the line now to the far side corner, taken by Lonson. Now this one comes free to the point, held in by Cochran. Long shot, stick save made by Miskovich. He covers. 2:06 remaining, 28-22 shots in favor of Duluth East. Greyhounds 5, Thunderhawks 2, junior varsity action on the Youth Hockey Hub. We are just minutes away from the start of our pregame coverage here in the Youth Hockey Hub. Weeks of preparation finally coming to fruition for the YHH staff, and we're so excited to be even just the smallest part of it, bringing you the junior varsity coverage here, kind of a test run of our systems here as we break out the big guns for this one. Now here's a centering look that time. Great save made, Miskovich. Puck came free into the slot. Stratton Moss nearly tried to get a full house as he already had 1 goal and 3 assists on the day. Looked for his second goal, but Miskovich stands tall, 1:54 to go. Rings red and Kellerman. Rings red ties up. Kellerman takes control, minute 49 now. Nice move that time to get around his man as Kellerman tries to break it out, whiffs on it, it's intercepted. Now here's a point blank look this time for Stratton Moss once again. How active has he been here today? Now the Thunderhawks back. Here's Nate Langlois. Stretch pass over the line. Tried to find Carpenter. Now they work it behind. Here's a point blank chance. Tries to pick the corner that time is Langlois, and it's free behind the cage. Now the Greyhounds back. So Matthias works it out. Here's Tang to the far side for Moss. Over the line, 1:18 to go. Glove save made that time by Miskovich, who lost track of the rebound. Now to the far side, taken by Carpenter. Just over a minute remaining now. Kellerman will take over. Heavy pressure now as this one's sent in front. Moss still pokes at it, and it finally comes free for Kellerman. It's still loose in front. No one can quite get through to it, and it comes free to the near side high point. Sustained pressure from Duluth East. Now a stretch pass that time. Comes free to the far side. Svatos in there with Kimber. And back out to center, taken by Edgerton. Now here's Yost working it back out to neutral as the Greyhounds get one final D change with 32 seconds remaining. Hounds back, losing an edge that time is Yost as he toe-picked and went head over heels. Near side corner working it out is Cochran with 20 seconds remaining here in this contest. Stands starting to fill up here at the Heritage. We expect a over-capacity crowd for what should be a good one. Over the line, here's Lundell. Long shot, pad save made Miskovich. Rebound comes out to the point with 6 seconds remaining. And we will get a penalty as Christian Cochran will go off for tripping. Time of that penalty is 14:55. Christian Cochran, Duluth East for tripping. So one more last-ditch effort for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, who I believe it would be nearly mathematically impossible for them to win this contest, but regardless, Cochran tripping, 14:55 off the draw. They play it through, backhand look, they score! What a play by Ryland Yost off the dots, plays it through, works it to the backhand, and he beats the goaltender Jensen. 2.6 seconds remaining. Duluth East 5, Grand Rapids 3. Something positive to take home for Grand Rapids, who we believe will still leave with a bitter taste in their mouth as they drop this contest. Duluth East wins at 5-3. They scored early, they scored often, and they weathered the late surge, the late offensive surge from Grand Rapids to win this contest 5-3. Final shots on the game, 32-23 in favor of Duluth East. Your scoring for Duluth East, Nathan Tang, Kyle Peterson, Oscar Lundell, and Stratton Moss got this one out to a 4-0 start. Job Carpenter skating his first period of junior varsity hockey here today. Got the Thunderhawks on the board, then Christian Hauser with the answer at 7:53. David Kellerman at 9:09 on the power play. And then Ryland Yost beats the buzzer. So actually the second power play tally for Grand Rapids. They were 2 for 5 on the day. Closing out the scoring, Ryland Yost puts one home with 2.6 seconds remaining. That will do it for the junior varsity portion of our coverage here tonight. Stay tuned. Just about half hour, 45 minutes. We'll have a treat for you as the varsity Grand Rapids Thunderhawks take on the Duluth East Greyhounds. Zach Schneider and Mike Greenlay will have the call for that one. But for the lowly JV announcer, Will Peterson signing off for the entire YHH cast and crew. Once again, your junior varsity final, Duluth East 5, Grand Rapids 3. Good night, and we will see you soon.
Hockey's a very unique sport. I would say it has this blend of toughness and athleticism, but by and large, really creativity. You have lots of great athletes, but you don't have lots of great hockey players, and the biggest separator is what they call hockey IQ, or intelligence, and that's the ability to really process information quickly, make decisions.
I think anytime you're beginning a season or beginning a new sport where maybe you haven't been as well conditioned as later in the season or near the end of the year, that's when you're going to be most prone to overuse types of injuries. That's going to be sprains and strains and tendonitis and stress fractures. And so I think it's most important to kind of slowly ramp up into an activity and build your volume in a stepwise way instead of jumping in all at once.